Basketball starts conference play hot.
And track and field breaks records.
All this and more coming up on the Penguin Rundown. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of the Penguin Rundown. This is actually our last edition of the semester. I am Noah Ricks alongside my co-host, John Ostapowicz. And John, it's a bittersweet moment for us here at the Penguin Rundown. Graduation coming up, sports season's ending, so it's going to be a bittersweet moment for all of us.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right, but there are some great moments here this season, and we will talk about that throughout our, kind of broadcast here. But when you look at some of the things that we have done, a lot of great seniors here. Not only are our seniors graduating here on the Penguin Rundown, but some of the seniors, this was their final game here, and for football, those seniors had their final moment.
Yep, and the YSU football team continued their playoff run this past Saturday on the road at 8-seeded Villanova. They would unfortunately fall short as their season ended with a 45-28 setback. After falling behind 7-0, the Gwins would take a 10-7 lead with a 25-yard field goal from Andrew Listowka and a 34-yard touchdown pass from Mitch Davidson to Joey Farthing. The Wildcats, however, were charged by scoring 21 unanswered points to take a 28-10 lead in the third quarter. Davidson tried to lead a late comeback with 2 fourth-quarter scores, but that was as close as the team would get. He would finish the day with 287 yards and 3 touchdowns as he broke the school's single-season record in passing yards at 3,088 in this final game as a Penguin. Max Tomczak would also catch 9 balls for 105 yards, while Farthing had 4 catches for 73 yards and 2 scores. Youngstown State ends their campaign with an 8-5 record. We would like to congratulate Coach Doug Phillips and the Penguins on a good season, and we hope to see you all back at the Ice Castle next year in 2024.
The YSU track and field team began the 2023-24 indoor season last Friday with the YSU Icebreaker presented by Southwoods Health. The Penguins are the defending Horizon League indoor track and field champions and were selected as the favorite in the preseason polls to repeat this feat. There were 11 Penguins that took first place in their events in an impressive season opening performance. 2 school records were set during the meet. Senior Ty Hunt set the long jump record at 8.08 meters, and fifth-year senior Jakari Lomax set the school triple jump record with 15.52 meters. Senior Dorian Chegnow set the meet record in men's pole vault with 5.35 meters. The men won 7 events total, and the women's team won 4 events with plenty of top 5 finishes across both teams. The Penguins will split the teams next time they're in action on January 14th between the Penn State Nittany Lion Challenge and the Kent State Judd Logan Memorial Invitational. For updates on the team, make sure to visit ysusports.com.
The men's basketball team on November 29th defeated Cleveland State University 94-69 to start league play strong. Fifth-year senior John Lovelace Jr. led all scorers with 23 points. He also went 8 of 9 from the field, 2 of 2 from three-point range, and 5 of 5 from the free throw line. The Penguins never fell behind more than 2 points throughout their less than 90-second deficit. From the beginning, they controlled the game as Youngstown State led by 7 points or more over the last 31 minutes and 42 seconds of regulation. For the entire second half, they led by a minimum of 17 points and by at least 10 points for the last 24 minutes. Fifth-year player Brett Thompson scored 17 points, marking yet another impressive performance for the Penguins. The Gwins traveled to Robert Morris on Saturday, December 2nd to face the Colonials. Fifth-year DJ Burns recorded his 4th consecutive double-double with 18 points and 13 boards. 10 three-pointers were also made by the Gwins. In the process, Youngstown State won its second consecutive Horizon League game as 4 players finished with 10 points or more. They now sport a 5-3 overall record and a 2-0 mark in Horizon League play. Youngstown State travels to Athens, Ohio on Wednesday, December 6th to compete in a Mid-American Conference match against the Ohio Bobcats. Tip-off is set for 7 p.m.
After a 2-0 start to the season, the YSU women's basketball team has hit a rough stretch as they began conference play on November 30th against Detroit Mercy. Coming into the matchup with the Titans, the Penguins were at a 2-4 record UDM came into the game with a 4-3 overall record, looking to improve on their winning season. The Penguins finished the game shooting 20 of 61, finishing with a 33% field goal percentage from three-point range. The team ended the contest 6 of 34 for just 18% while shooting. While the woes for Youngstown State, the team came up short at home against Detroit Mercy, 59-50. To wrap up the two-game conference stretch, the team traveled to Moon Township, Pennsylvania for a matchup with the 2-5 Robert Morris Colonials. After a 21-14 first quarter lead for the Colonials, the Penguins managed to take the lead in the fourth quarter. With 22 seconds remaining in the contest, YSU held a 63-62 lead after a free throw by fifth-year Emily Saunders, but the Colonials came back with a layup on the other end to retake the lead 64-63. A turnover by senior Malia Magestro attempting to get the ball to Saunders gave the ball back to the Colonials, who buried a free throw to go up by 2. And the Penguins were unable to answer, giving them their 6th straight loss of the season. Leading the way in points for Youngstown State was junior Haley Theory, who scored a career-high 16 points with a block to go along. Theory was followed by Magestro and Saunders, who each finished with 13 points. The Penguins' next matchup will bring them back to the Beagley Center for a non-conference matchup with the University of Akron tonight at 6:30 p.m. To watch the game, go to ESPN Plus, or to view live stats, visit YSUSports.com.
The Youngstown State University men's and women's swim and dive teams competed in the Miami of Ohio Invite from November 30th through December 2nd. Over the three-day tournament, 3 school records were broken. Senior Gavin Webb won the 1653 with a time of 15 minutes and 18.15 seconds. The men's 200 free relay also set an impressive record, which was led by Rara Struga, Aleska Radenovic, Darren Liang, and Gavin Redden with a time of 1 minute, 21 and 21.83 seconds. Freshman diver Hannah Held set a new program record in the platform dive with a score of 239.20. The swim and dive teams are back in action on December 17th at the CSCAA Open Water National Championships in Miami, Florida.
Now let's send it over to Caleb Ellison for your top 5 plays of this semester.
Thanks, guys. Caleb Ellison here. And this season on the Penguin Rundown, we saw lots of exciting action from all of our sports. And today we're going to be looking at the top 5 plays of the season. Coming here to lead off at number 5 is Maddie Keister from the soccer team. Here early in the season against the Akron Zips, she's taking a free kick from far outside the box and finds the top right-hand corner of the goal in the back of the net to put the Penguins on the board. An impressive goal there from the soccer team. And moving on, speaking of impressive, we have Bryce Oliver from the football team. It was a great season from him, and we're here at the Dakota Dome. Davidson takes his snap looking for his receiver. He finds him on the right-hand side in the end zone on his backside. We're going to get another look at it here. I'm still trying to figure out how this was even possible. On his back, 6 points for the Penguins. Great season from Oliver. Now we're going to go to the court for volleyball. We have Jocelyn Jordan from the team there. Over here against IUPUI, not only is that the 14th point of the 5th set for the freshman, she will also come back here after a little bit of volleying for a big block there to secure a YSU win against the Jaguars. The freshman stepping up big. Number 2 here staying on the court, we have John Lovelace Jr. from the basketball team. After stealing a breakaway against Ohio Christian, he finds the rim after Brandon Rush finds the backboard. Getting another look at it here right on the court. Coordination, teamwork, athleticism, all coming together there for John Lovelace Jr. Now, an honorable mention here, you can't talk about the fall season without talking about Josie Borum. Here against the Akron Zips, that was her 1,000th career dig, coming off the heels of being the only active Division I player with 1,000 points. It was a great season for Borum, a great career at YSU, and it was an honor to see her work on the court this season. Coming in now with the number 1 play of the fall 2023 season is kicker from the football team, Andrew Listowka. Homecoming weekend against Illinois State, and from 37 yards out in the final 3 seconds of the game, Listowka drains it straight down the uprights to secure a win for YSU. Really exciting time to be a Penguins fan, really sparking that deep playoff run. We see head coach Doug Phillips excited. He's getting mauled on the field. And it was just a great season from all of our sports here at YSU. Super exciting time to be a fan. It was an honor to see. We're going to send it back to Noah and John to close it out.
Thanks, Caleb. And that is all the time, unfortunately, we have here on the Penguin Rundown. Although the season is ending here for us on the Penguin Rundown, you can still keep up to date with us on X and Instagram at Penguin Rundown 1. And we would also like to congratulate our seniors who are graduating, Caraborio and Noah Ricks. Thank you so much for your service here on the Penguin Rundown. It has been an honor. As always, I'm John Ostapowicz.
And I am Noah Ricks, signing off from the Penguin Rundown.
And we'll see you next time right here on Penguin Rundown.